It's funny how sometimes the most obvious things are hiding right in front of you.
Yeah.
I once spent, I don't know, 20 minutes looking for my keys only to find them in my hand.
Uh, we've all been there.
Exactly. But imagine that on a massive scale. Imagine being a curator at the Smithsonian and realizing that a 9-ton, 35-foot dinosaur has been sitting mislabeled in your collection for over 100 years.
That's the story we're getting into today. That massive oversight and the incredible detective work that followed is all about Ahshislesaurus wimani.
New Mexico's giant duck-billed dinosaur. So our mission for this deep dive is to unpack how scientists finally gave this animal its proper name in 2025.
Right. This was a huge herbivore, a hadrosaurid, that was roaming around the ancient landmass of Laramidia about 75 million years ago.
Okay, let's start with the history. How does a 9-ton giant become a ghost in a museum collection for 109 years?
Well, the story starts way back in 1916. A geologist, J.B. Reeside Jr., he collected a partial skull and some neck vertebrae near Quembedo Wash.
Just partial skull.
Yeah, and that's the key. In 1935, it was classified as a different dinosaur, Cretaceous Laramidia, mostly based on just some superficial similarities.
And I read that the really crucial part, the nasal region that would form the crest, was missing. So how could they even be sure?
They weren't, not really. It was an educated guess with incomplete data, which is why paleontologists kept questioning it. You see these debates popping up in papers in 1987, 2000, 2013.
So people knew something wasn't quite right for a long time.
Exactly. And the big breakthrough finally came in 2025 with the work by Dollman and his colleagues. It just proves how crucial it is to go back and reanalyze old collections. The discovery was already made, in a way. It was just waiting for the right team.
I love that. It's not always about digging up something new. Sometimes it's about looking closer at what we already have. So let's talk about the animal itself. 35 feet long, 9 tons. But this wasn't one of those flashy hadrosaurs, was it? No big hollow crest like Parasaurolophus.
Correct. It's a saurolophine cretosaurin. That's a bit of a mouthful, but it basically means it was in the group of hadrosaurs that likely just had a small, solid bump over the snout.
Okay, so the real defining features were more subtle then. The sources point to the jaw.
The jaw is everything here. Specifically, the mandible, the lower jaw. What's so fascinating is how robust it is.
What do you mean by robust? How does it compare to, say, Cretaceous?
Well, in most related species, the front of the lower jaw sort of thins out, but in Ahshislesaurus, it's actually deeper at the front. It suggests this really powerful structure optimized for just intense, repetitive chewing.
Like it was eating something especially tough.
Precisely. And it had more teeth to back that up. 45 tooth positions preserved compared to only 42 in Cretaceous. Tiny details that define a whole new genus.
It's amazing. Before we talk about this animal's world, we do want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor. This deep dive is sponsored by Silk. If you need help with AI training, automation, or software development, or if you're just trying to figure out where intelligent agents could make the biggest impact for your business, you should check out silk.com for all your AI needs. And we are back. So let's picture this animal 75 million years ago. What was its home like in what is now New Mexico?
It was found in the Kirtland Formation, which would have been a lush riverine environment back then, and the name itself actually honors the place.
Ah, yes, the Ahshislesaurus wilderness.
That's right. It's a transliteration of a Navajo phrase, Ashi Uba, which means salt, it is gray, a beautiful connection to the land.
And it wasn't alone out there, was it?
Oh, not at all. It coexisted with some pretty formidable neighbors. You have the fearsome tyrannosaurid known as the Bisty Beast, Bistia versurda, and horned dinosaurs like Navajo ceratops. It was a very diverse ecosystem.
So when you zoom out, what's the big takeaway for you from this discovery? What should we be thinking about?
For me, it shows just how incredibly diverse these large hadrosaurs were in late Cretaceous Laramidia. We keep finding more and more.
And it's a reminder that there are still countless secrets hiding in plain sight, even in museum drawers that are a century old.
Absolutely. The joy of science is knowing that the next huge discovery might not come from a new dig site, but from a researcher just looking at old bones with fresh eyes and connecting the dots. We're really only scratching the surface.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.